Have you been brainwashed into believing that you have nothing valuable to offer? If I were your enemy, I'd slowly, gradually whisper lies about you into your ear until you were convinced that the whispers were actually your own thoughts. I'd throw dust every day at the diamond of your soul until it was so far buried in sand that you would forget what it looked like and only see dirt instead. I'd work hard every single day to weave a tapestry of my reality so detailed that as it formed around you, you'd be convinced that it was yours, your own reality. Have you been brainwashed into believing that you have nothing valuable to offer? We've all been there, whether it's our parents, friends, bullies, illness, or trauma. We've all been convinced at some point, usually in our childhood, that we're really not worth that much. Our romantic relationships usually validate that hypothesis so that by the time we've graduated college, we're determined that our dreams will never become reality. And if you're anything like me, you had huge dreams. Mine started really young, where I'd fashion twine into a harness and walk my chickens around our property. Or I'd strap palm branches on my arms and jump off of things, convinced that I could fly. That turned into wanting to be in the movies, where anything was possible. I could be a jungle explorer, a dancer, an astronaut, getting paid to make believe, and that sounded absolutely incredible to me. But then I got bullied in middle school. I was told that I was ugly, fat, and worthless. My acting coach, who happened to be a well-known actress at the time, told me that I didn't have the looks to be in front of the camera. And I believed her. I was presented with a reality by my bullies and my acting coach, and I accepted them as my own. I adopted someone else's truth. And it never quite fit. It was uncomfortable for me to wear. The print didn't look good on me. Chances are you are wearing a reality that isn't yours either. Does it look like parental shame, spousal guilt, I'm only a mom, or I'll just work at this job until the list goes on and on? Or maybe you've stepped out into the entrepreneur space and are still struggling with getting in front of that camera. I certainly understand that. My wounds led me down the path of being a stand-in, replacing actors when they weren't working so that sound, lighting, and camera crews could use my body to get the next shot right. Do you get the irony in that? I was in front of the camera, but not when it was actually on. Sound ridiculous to you? It's because it absolutely was. In your life, it may look like cringing at every photo or video you take and hitting delete. It could look like editing and re-editing all of your social media posts, worried about what other people might think. It could look like seeing other people doing what you're trying to do and seeing yourself as less than. This is also known as comparisonitis. It can look like living in a preemptive state of defeat, meaning that you don't even really try because you already feel too discouraged to take action. It can look like having repeated thoughts trying to convince you to count yourself out. The truth is, none of this is embarrassing. This is our current reality, and it has to be honestly looked at. I know that I felt all of these things, and it kept me pinned down to the floor. And there's one statement that you have to hear today, that you have to believe, and that has to make you angry. And that is, it's all been a lie. Yes, you heard me right. All the damage, pain, words, feelings, all of it have been hellishly orchestrated to convince you that those outer perceptions of you are true. Because if you can be convinced of that, you will never, ever become the person that you were designed and sent here to be. And I, for one, want to put a stop to that in your life right now. I know you're here today to learn about how to make beautiful videos and I could impress you all day with my background of TV film, growing up on movie sets, and working on fancy shows. But can you see that no matter what lighting, framing, or technique I showed you, none of it would be of any use until you see the true value that you have to offer? And I didn't learn that on a film set. I learned it while laying in bed for 2 years with a failing body, because I'd let myself give up and give in to being a victim, a failure, and a fluke. So I'm here to show you your true value. And it simply can't be seen until we strip the lies away and let the true you emerge, exposed, fresh, and a little raw to the light of truth. It's time to stop grieving over who you wish you were and realize the incredible destiny you possess that no one else on this earth has. You, my dear, are here for a reason. You are equipped. You have all the tools you'll ever need to do this. You are chosen. You're not a mistake. You have a distinct voice that no one else can copy. You are strong. You're still here. You've survived the past, and it's time to create an amazing future for yourself and those that you're meant to reach. You can do this. Every detailed aspect of this, your life, your business, your goals, your intentions, you can do it. I've listed these affirmations below, so be sure to write them out and put them on your mirror, in your car, on your forehead with Sharpie, wherever you can, so that you'll see them every single day. In our next video, I'm going to come alongside you to help you find your strength. It's important to know your precise powers to help others so that you can crystallize your message. Please let me know if my message impacted you today, if it reached you personally. I would love to hear about it, so feel free to comment below or send me an email. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Make it a visible week, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll power pack your strengths.